Good afternoon. Welcome to the MGM Grand here in fabulous Las Vegas. I'm DJ Allen, and on behalf of the event owner and operator BD Global, we're here today to officially tip off the 2015 Men Who Speak Up main event. This annual tournament features 8 NCAA Division I programs competing in 2 divisions, both vying for championship belts. And you can see our heavyweight belt in front of us right here. The main event launched last year with Oklahoma State taking home the inaugural heavyweight title. Of course, last year, the Cowboys went on and advanced to the 2015 NCAA tournament. It's appropriate that they award a championship belt, as the MGM Grand Garden Arena has played host to some of the greatest champions in sports. And now, thanks to MGM Grand leadership, led by President Scott Sabella and of course Brad Goldberg, the best college basketball is played right here live at MGM each season. In fact, we're just 12 days away from the hometown UNLV Runnin' Rebels playing on the Strip for just the second time ever, as on December 4th, they will take on nationally ranked Oregon right here at the MGM Grand. And we have a brand new arena, the Las Vegas Arena, being completed just down the street, which will host some of the elite programs in college basketball. But back to this year, we have 8 great programs here this week. Our middleweight division features Central Arkansas, Howard, UTSA, and Texas Southern. And our heavyweight division features out of the ACC Clemson, out of the Big East Creighton, out of the Big Ten Rutgers, and out of the A-10 UMass. And joining us this afternoon are the 4 head coaches from the heavyweight bracket. From Clemson, head coach Brad Brownell. From UMass, head coach Derek Kellogg. From Creighton, head coach Greg McDermott. And from Rutgers, head coach Eddie Jordan. All right, a couple of our middleweight teams are practicing this afternoon, and one is still on the way. So we will focus on the 4 coaches that have joined us today here on the stage from the heavyweight division. But before we get to our coaches, we're going to ask them just a few questions. This is going to be too long. Our biggest welcome of the day is to the Men Who Speak Up, our new title sponsor making its debut in 2015. But more importantly, more than a title sponsor, this is a cause. So what exactly is Men Who Speak Up? This fall, Bayer Healthcare launched a new initiative targeted toward men focusing on prostate cancer awareness. The call to action is simple. We need men to speak up. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask if you've had your prostate checked, but that's exactly the point. Men would prefer to handle these situations in private or not at all. They think it's a sign of weakness to admit they have had this terrible disease. By speaking up, it can save lives. And I know this for a fact, as my father is a survivor of prostate cancer. And while I'm proud of him, I also know, I've talked to my doctor, I'm at a higher risk. So this is real to us who are involved with this. Consider these few quick facts on prostate cancer. It's the 2nd most frequently diagnosed cancer in men worldwide. The disease is a leading cause of cancer-related death in men, with approximately 1 in 38 dying from the specific disease. A lot of men simply ignore the warning signs and are reluctant to discuss it with their doctor. So based on the results of the International Prostate Symptoms Survey, which showed nearly 7 in 10 men affected ignore the symptoms of prostate cancer, the Men Who Speak Up initiative was created. The call is simple: recognize the symptoms and speak up. So many thanks to Bayer and Men Who Speak Up for taking on this challenge and partnering with the main event right here at MGM Grand, as well as the MGM Grand Showcase here in a few weeks. We invite everybody here to visit menwhospeakup.com/move to learn more. We're also proud to have partnered with the Movember Foundation for this year's tournament. Movember is a campaign that challenges men to grow mustaches to spread awareness about men's health issues. Now, as many of you know, Oklahoma coach Lon Kruger launched a Coaches vs. Cancer golf event while he was here in Las Vegas as the basketball coach at UNLV. It's still going strong today. In fact, we had our 8th consecutive, our annual tournament here at the MGM Grand this past May. We were able to donate over $500,000 to Coaches versus Cancer. In fact, Coach McDermott was part of over 20 coaches who came out and were a part of it. And that event sparked the opportunity to use basketball platform that both the main event and the showcase are providing to generate research funds to find a cure for cancer. So again, thank you to Bayer Healthcare for becoming the latest to join the battle right here in Las Vegas. So now that we've talked about that, let's talk a little bit about Las Vegas, about the tournament. As we get to our heavyweight coaches, of course, the heavyweight division tips off tomorrow night at 6:30 right here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena with Clemson versus UMass. Two teams that are 3-0 going into the game. Coach Brownell, excitement is high for hoops at Clemson right now. Will you talk to us a little bit about your team?
Well, excitement's high for basketball, certainly, but with the football team being #1 in the country, I better mention that. We're very proud of our Tigers and Dabo Swinney, and certainly looking forward to the finish of their season. But we're off to a good start. Guys have played well. Jerron Blossom game, Dante Grantham, two of our leaders, along with seniors Jordan Roper and Landry Noko. I think we have good experience, especially in the front court. We've got pretty good depth in the front court, and we're shooting the ball very well early stages of the season. So glad to be in Las Vegas, great destination, brought some nice fans with us, and looking forward to playing these teams here.
Perfect, thank you. Coach Kellogg, talk a little bit about your team, off to a good start.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for putting on such a great event. The MGM has been fantastic thus far in their hospitality. And, you know, the UMass Minutemen we're kind of still a team in transition to a certain extent, trying to replace a lot of seniors that have kind of moved on. Our backcourt of Trey Davis and Jabari Hines are two seniors that have played very well. And a lot like Coach Brad, you know, we're shooting the ball pretty well right now. We're putting some points on the board. I think we're knocking down a three. And we're looking forward to, you know, seeing if we can do those things against a higher level opponent in an ACC team in Clemson tomorrow night. Should be a great contest, and we're excited to have all of our UMass fans and watching all the fans in the tournament move throughout the casino.
For both of you, coming out to Las Vegas, this is a second-year event, and coming from the East Coast, what is it about Las Vegas that makes for a nice destination for a holiday tournament?
First of all, I guess we're in the heavyweight division, so we might want to watch the buffet while we're out here. But, you know, coming out to Vegas, I think it is one of the top destination places in the world. It's a place where your fans and the players are really excited to come out and compete at a high level. And to have it right here in the casino and have it so accessible without having to bus around the town, I think makes for a great venue and a great environment for what I consider one of the better tournaments we've been in since I've been head coach at UMass.
Yeah, I would just echo those thoughts. I think the idea of coming to the MGM Grand is special. Certainly guys in your program understand it. The chance to play quality competition and expose yourself to good games before you get ready for conference play. And then it's a great destination to bring fans. And we feel like we've done that, and certainly they're enjoying the week here in Las Vegas.
Perfect. Thank you. So that game tips off tomorrow at 6:30 right here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Clemson versus UMass in our second tilt of the night in the heavyweight division. In the semifinal will be Creighton versus Rutgers. Excuse me, I think I said it's Clemson, obviously, versus UMass. Creighton versus Rutgers in the second game. Coach McDermott, Coach Jordan, thank you for joining us. Coach, tell us a little bit about the team. I know 2-1 to start the year, ran into a tough Indiana squad in Bloomington. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
I really like our team. We have a lot of new faces. We're trying to integrate some transfers who were with us last year that sat out, a couple freshmen that are part of our lineup, with some returners. And like Derek and Brad mentioned, we've shot the ball pretty well up until the buzzsaw we ran into in Bloomington on Thursday night. Indiana's a very good team. We didn't handle going on the road very well for the first time, but I think we learned a lot about our team, and I'm hopeful that that experience will help us going forward. But we've got a lot of balance. We've had different guys that have shown that they can score the basketball consistently. We shoot a lot of three-point shots. We played a good tempo, and I'm excited to coach this team throughout the year.
Great. Thank you, Coach Jordan. The same thing, your team 3-1, lost a tough road game to St. John's by just 2. So like Creighton, you've been tested on the road. What do you like about this team, and what are you hoping to get out and experience here in Vegas?
Well, first of all, we're excited to be here. We're honored to support men speak up about prostate cancer. We have a young team, 7 newcomers. We start 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and we're 3-1. And we've just been grinding some wins out. We've all seen a lot of upsets in college basketball in the last 2 or 3 days, in the last week. So we sort of avoided any sort of upset, although these days I don't call them upsets. They're just good teams all over the country, and you catch a team on a good night and you're in trouble. We had a tough game in St. John's. We had a 16-point lead in the second half, and we didn't make free throws, we didn't rebound, so we lose on the road. We come back and play a good Central Arkansas team last night, who are here, and they're very capable of being a whole lot better than what their record shows. But again, 7 newcomers, and we're just trying to find a way to develop chemistry, score the ball. Our defense has been pretty solid, and we just have to see where we go. These guys run a great program, and we played Brad last year, so I know they're out to do well, and we're playing Greg tomorrow night, and we hope to do well tomorrow night.
I'm going to ask this for all of you, and Coach McDermott, I'm going to ask you in a second about the golf event. But Coach, you mentioned being here for Men Who Speak Up. How important is it as coaches to use the platform that we have in college basketball to help with issues such as fighting cancer?
Well, we have a lot, people pay us a lot of attention. They watch college basketball, and for us to support a cause like this brings more attention to just a normal fan, and people who are just not in the know about the causes of prostate cancer, and knowing that early detection is very important. So for us to speak up and draw awareness to it, it helps, and hopefully people catch on.
Perfect. Coach, thank you very much. Coach, I know you came out, we were just talking before, it looks like your schedule might allow you to come back out to the 9th annual Las Vegas Coaches vs. Concert Golf Classic. How important is it for you to take time out of your schedule to be a part of that fight?
Well, it's very important, and like you, cancer's hit home with my family. My wife's a 10-year breast cancer survivor, just celebrated her 10th anniversary a couple weeks ago. And she's likely with us because of early detection and because of the fact that she did get the screenings when she turned 40 like she was supposed to, and it was caught in the early stages, and now she's doing great. So for me to be able to support an event that Coach Kruger runs at the Coaches vs. Cancer Golf Outing was incredible, and then given the opportunity to come back, once you're at that event, you understand how MGM does their events. It's first class all the way, and that's the reason we're excited to be part of this. And anything that promotes awareness and promotes the need for early detection in the fight against cancer is something that I want to be involved in, because it's if only one person listens and it makes a difference in one person's life, then what we're doing is certainly worth it.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach, and I hope you can make it back out again in May. The MGM brand is phenomenal what they do with this event in Las Vegas year after year. Coach Burnell, just talking again about not only coming out to a holiday tournament, but being part of a cause.
Well, certainly the NABC, the National Association of Basketball Coaches, encourages us to get involved, and a lot of us do get involved in a lot of national causes like Coaches vs. Cancer, but we also get involved in our communities, and